Today I have a story rant. I don't even know what you'd call this. I've done a couple videos similar to this before, and you guys seem to actually like them, so I guess I'll do it again. And you know, I'll be honest, this isn't the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. I'm sure there's been crazier things before, but when I get disrespected, I will not tolerate it. See, I'm the type of guy who takes things personally. If you disrespect me, I will not tolerate it. I will not be disrespected. And as usual, it starts in looking for group posts. Just to make sure we're on the same page, a looking for group post in LFG is basically, Xbox has this feature where you can go through these posts and just try to find people to play with, and so I'll try to do that for rank game. Whenever I join one of these posts, there's one of three things that can happen. Option 1 is the people play with you. Option 2 is they kick you for whatever reason. Maybe it's your name, Banana Man. But option 3 is where things get interesting. Option 3 is where they don't just kick you, but they insult you, verbally abuse you, and then kick you. And that was what happened on this particular Wednesday, or I don't know what day it was. So I joined this LFG, right? Just like this champ plus 2 win-loss, like super sweaty stats and stuff. I joined and they end up laughing at my name, insulting my skill level, and then insulting me personally. And then I got kicked. Which sounds bad, but like that's kind of normal to me. I'm not, but like that didn't phase, kind of used to it at this point. I wonder what would happen if I joined one right now. Invite, please. See if he invites me. Oh, he invited.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, wait, if these guys are good, I'm actually play with them. Holy sweat.
Banana Man, dude.
What's up?
0.8 win loss.
Yeah, I solo queue.
4 KD in Diamond 3.
Yeah, PC rank's good though.
What the f made you request a post?
Well, anyway, I joined that post, right? I got insulted, I got kicked, it's okay. I was trying to record a video, so I just said, okay, you know, I'll just join another post. So I do exactly that, I join another post, and it turns out, turns out that was a different guy in the same stat. So he invites me back to the party. This time when I joined, I actually get a chance to look at their rank, look at their stats, because he invited me to the game as well. The guy who invited me was 910 in the world. I remember the exact number. The other guys were kind of all over the place. There were like top 2K people, Diamond 3s, but every single one of them had a win-loss above 5. I'm talking 8.2 win-loss, 5.3. So immediately when I joined, the guy who had kicked me before, he starts saying, how did this guy get back in? Oh, I'm just gonna kick you again, blah, blah, right? But then the craziest thing happened. Right before he kicked me, the top 1K guy started vouching for me. He starts saying to the whole party, like, no, I've seen this guy on YouTube. Apparently he watches my channel, so I mean, maybe he's watching this right now, which if he is, seen him play, bro, this guy's actually good. He knows what he's doing. He started complimenting me. I was like, wow, this guy's like kind of a nice guy. So long story short, they ended up keeping me, and the guy had complimented me a lot, and we started talking. At this point, we had 4 people in the stack. We were trying to find a 5th, and it was taking a while. And because it was taking a while, for about 10 or 15 minutes, me and this guy were just talking to each other, you know, and I kind of got to know the rest of the stack. We were talking about everything, Siege, life, school, everything. I thought I'd maybe even made some new friends. And they were super chill. They were cool guys. So after we talked for about 15 minutes or so, we find a 5th guy, we start matchmaking, and I'm thinking, like, this is cool. Finally, I'm gonna be able to make a YouTube video and have a stack that's nice and kind, and like we work together. And this guy's top 1,000 in the world, probably way better than I am. And right as we got about a minute and a half into matchmaking, like we were deep into this, a 6th guy joins the party, which is kind of weird. Everyone's like, huh, like, how did this guy join, huh? Everyone in the party starts mumbling. Suddenly the party gets really quiet, and I hear the same guy who invited me say, well, this is awkward. And then he kicks me from the party and the game, just like that, ruthlessly. And I don't want to downplay his actions here. Like, this is someone who I built rapport with, who I talked to, I shared my life with. And you know, you might think, oh, well, that's the end of the story there. No, it's not. Because I took that personally. I said, hey, I went on with my day. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Because who knows, maybe this is his friend he's been playing with for years, and, you know, I just met the guy, so, like, obviously he's gonna play with his friend instead of me. So that was that. A couple days go by, lost like 250 elo. But 2 days later, I see him put up another LFG post. I'm talking about the 910 guy in the world, who at this point we'll call him Aiden. For no reason in particular, his name was Aiden. It was spelled different though. Holy sweat. So I see that Aiden put up another post. Join this post expecting to see, you know, like 4 other people in the party. Maybe they're looking for a 5th or a 4th like they were before. But no, it turns out that he had just gotten on the game, and he was just starting to look for a stack, and I was the first guy that joined. So in other words, there's 2 of us in the party, me and him, and I'm freaking like, oh, you know, like I remember you, buddy, 2 days ago. I remember when you disrespect. I will not forget that. I spent 15 minutes of my day talking to you, being nice to you, being kind, like, you know, chopping it up, just for you to kick me without a word. The disrespect. But I don't go at him or anything. Like, that would be stupid. This is 2 days ago. Again, I was giving the guy the benefit of the doubt. We start talking again, and again, he's a super nice guy. We start talking about life again, food, women, everything under the sun. We were talking about our struggles and the ranked process, even though this guy was literally a top 1K and I'm like Diamond 3. What's that? We talked again for like 10 minutes, which 10 minutes sounds like, on the surface, it sounds like a small amount of time, right? Like, it's not that long. But imagine you're having a conversation with somebody who you just met for 10 minutes. Like, you learn a lot about that person. You know, it's just us in the party, a 1v1 in the party. You genuinely get to know somebody at that point. Learn about where he's from, and, you know, get the point. So we decide we're going to try to build this stack together, and try to build a death stack is what he was talking about. He's talking about he wants to go on a 20, 30 game win streak, something I could never even imagine in my life. I remember one time I went on a 5 game win streak, and I thought that I had changed the world. I thought I solved world hunger and racism. The world was a better place. And after about 20 minutes of being in the party, like a pretty long time, we have 4 people and we get the 5th guy to join. And remember, the whole time he's vouching to every player who joins. Like, don't worry about Banana Man, trust me, he's locked in. I know, I've seen him play, bro. I played with him before. He's like making this stuff up, talking about how good I am, and like some of it was genuine compliments, you know, like I was truly like, wow, it's like nice stuff. Thank you. But this 5th guy that joined was not having, we'll call this guy Bob. Bob was 95th in the world. Top 100. I don't even know if I've queued with someone in top 1K before. Bob was not appreciative of my skill set. Bob was not appreciative of my Diamond 3 rank. So Bob leaves his stack. He doesn't leave the party though. He stays in the party and he starts saying like, bro, I don't know if I can play with this guy. Like, you know, this, that. And now this is important because in the midst of that chaos, a 6th guy had joined the party. He ends up taking Bob's place because we had sent out like a bunch of invites. The 6th guy joins and he's like, yo, I don't know if I can play with him either. There's all this hesitation. I'm over here like, I was just keeping my mouth shut. I mean, I'm not that bad. Just play one game with me. I promise. If I throw, you can never play with me again. I mean, I'm controller PC champ, kinda, you know? I can't be that bad. I played against Pro League players uncontrolled. And after all that time, after all that friendship, the camaraderie, the talking to Aiden, I hear him say out loud, everyone kind of went quiet for a moment, and I hear him say, wait, hold on. And then I get kicked. No questions asked, no apologies, no message afterwards being like, sorry, bro, we'll play again afterwards, or, you know. This guy's a little two-faced Meg, that little psychopath. When it was just me and him, and he was the nicest guy I've ever met. He was asking me questions, getting to know me, wanted to really know me as a person, told me he loved the videos, subscriber, and all that stuff he said, all that nice, kind, those words, it just meant nothing. Absolutely nothing. Every time he complimented my gameplay, liked my video, I will never forget what that man did to me. You understand the trust issues that I'm gonna have now, right? And just waste, like, a bunch of my time. I mean, I don't understand how someone can even do that to another human being. That truly takes a special level of psychopath to be able to talk to someone one-on-one in a party, like get to know them really well, and then just ruthlessly kick them, pretend like none of it happened and not be affected mentally. I couldn't do that. And I know it's just a rank game, like Smoothie, it's just a video game. What are you getting a big C? But it's not just a video, I thought we were friends. There, I said, I thought we were friends. And we weren't. It was all an act. He just... What's the point?